Hey, it's Brian Wright, and this is the Daily B 104. Ooh, let me get that in front of the camera. 104. What am I talking about? I'm talking about stop being a dick. All right, Brian Wright, BrianWright732.com and fitin.com, PHITIN.com. And I just threw it down. I said, stop being a dick. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. This is a martial arts and fitness professional post. So a meme went up by somebody who's actually really well known in jiu-jitsu. And he put up a post that on the top it has a picture of a family, like a normal family, 25 to like 50-year-olds in moderate condition with a Korean gentleman. They all have black belts. They all have Taekwondo gis on. And then underneath, it's a bunch of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. And the meme is, there are black belts, then there are black belts. All right, so here's the thing. I am a self-professed former asshole. Now, when I was 25, I would have completely run with that. And I would have been like, you're right. There are people out there that have black belts that suck, their arts don't work, it's like all bullshit, and you know, you really gotta fight, and you've gotta go hard, and blah, 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 blah. And I would have come up with all these excuses as to why full contact karate, kickboxing, judo, jiu-jitsu is superior to Taekwondo and family karate styles and eclectic whatever, and blah. You know, so I was an asshole when I said those things. Because when it comes down to a service business and the martial arts as a service business, we're providing something to people that they need. Now, if you need to be street effective, go do a street effective art. If you need to be a world champion at a particular martial art, go do that martial art in a competitive environment. If you want to do anything, I don't care what it is, I don't care if they're teaching you to fight with knitting needles, if you're doing anything that's good, making you better as a human being, then it's cool by me. I've absolutely evolved to the position that it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're doing something, and as long as that something is being presented with a realistic understanding of what it is you're doing, and you're walking away with a real understanding of what it provides in your life. And if you feel better in your life because of doing it, I can't shit on that. So the arrogant asshole who thinks that because he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu effectively on a competitive level can talk crap about anybody else who's doing something better for themselves, you're just a dick. And you're the same asshole who put another meme up saying, don't make fun at the fat guy in the gym, at least he's trying. But then you get all arrogant and high and mighty with your fucking meme that shows that you think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the end-all and be-all, and everybody else, you know, is wrong. No, dude, you're wrong. If you think your art is so great, great. Keep practicing it. Keep bringing people into your organization that it will make sense for them. But some people don't want to roll around on the floor with other people. Some people don't care about Abu Dhabi or Naga or Grappler's Quest or even the UFC or any of that stuff. Some people like Taekwondo. Some people like Krav Maga. Some people like Judo. Some people like Jiu-Jitsu. Some people like playing video games or baseball or football or soccer, and they don't want to do martial arts. Some people want to box, whatever. I can go down the list forever. Who are any of us to judge any other human being by the choices that they make if they're making them with the desire to be better, and they are actually figuring out a way through their arts to be better? So dude, you're good at jiu-jitsu. I'm happy for you. Don't fuck with people that are good at Taekwondo or karate or whatever. And don't sit there and say you'll snap all their arms and break all their necks, because trust me, there are badasses out there that'll put another scar on your face. Because this is the same guy who pulled out of stuff many times when it came to MMA, because it wasn't sport jiu-jitsu, and getting punched in the face was not sport jiu-jitsu. So I'm throwing it down like that. I legitimately am. I don't care. If you want to go and do whatever, go do it. Be respectful to what everyone does. If you're a better human being because of what you do, bravo. I am happy for you. There is no reason to tear anyone else in the struggle down because we're arrogant assholes about what we do. I believe in what I do, but I don't believe in what I do in a way that's going to take away other people's success in whatever art it is, even if I like it or don't like it. I am happy that people train. I am happy that people strive to be better. I am happy that other people can make a living helping people feel that way. This is an industry that hates itself over and over and over, and it competes with itself on and off the mat for no reason. I've said this before. In my building, there are 5 other spots. Those spots could all be filled with martial arts schools, and they all could be doing the exact same thing at the exact same times, and we all have the opportunity to be filled with different groups of people, because what we do is different and subscribed to by different people. As instructors, we're unique individuals that are providing services in ways that relate to our experience. None of us offers the exact same thing. Within the same styles, whatever, there is no such thing as the same level of service, because we are all different and we all speak slightly different, because our experiences are all unique, because we're human beings. So allow ourselves to be unique. Allow ourselves to have the opportunity to grow. And the only thing you ever call bullshit on is when someone says their art is something it's not. So when the Taekwondo guy wants to talk about how he can defeat a Jiu-Jitsu guy with a spinning back kick, you know what? Maybe you can, but unless you prove data on that, don't say it. And if you're the jiu-jitsu guy who thinks he can outbox somebody or whatever, again, it makes no sense. Don't say something you're not. If you're a tournament point style, don't say you're self-defense. If you're self-defense, don't say you're not in the UFC because you do things that are too dangerous. And if you've never done MMA, don't crap on it because you don't know what you're talking about. Like, seriously, it's all about just common sense stuff. It's not about shitting on each other. It's about being realistic. If you're doing point taekwondo, you're not going to do well in a full contact karate environment. If you're doing full contact karate, it doesn't mean you're going to be the next UFC champ. It doesn't mean you're not, but it doesn't mean you are. If you're a boxer, it doesn't mean you can beat a kickboxer. And if you're a kickboxer, it doesn't mean you can a boxer, and on and on and on. The combinations can go a million ways. But the arrogance that we take on because of our arts is stupid, it's counterproductive, and it goes against good business. Be honest about who you are. Be honest about the environments in which you train for. If you're combat sport, you're not self-defense. You're combat sport. And if you're self-defense, you're not combat sport. And if you're traditional, you're traditional. It is what it is, people. Just be who the fuck you are and stop fighting over the differences. Just allow each other to be different and do good shit for your customer base and ignore the rest. It goes back to my previous post. Stop complaining. Stop coming up with excuses. Be who you are. Advertise who you are as you are, speak as you are, and stop shitting on each other and just do what you do. Make people better. It's just the way it is. All right, I've ranted on long enough. But that meme, man, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I would have been one of the dicks that got it. But now, I just think the people that post that kind of stuff are dickheads. And I think the people in the picture, I actually know 2 of the guys that are black belts in jiu-jitsu. I doubt they would even agree with what the meme was saying, because they're very high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys that are extremely humble and know exactly what they do and how they do it and the environments in which it works. They don't walk around saying they can take on the world. They walk around saying we can take on other Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys, and the rest of it is for the rest of it. But in terms of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, that's what they know, that's what they do, that's the area in which they stay, and they leave the rest of it alone. And they're just as happy to see people be successful, no matter what the art is. So, stop being arrogant. Stop being an asshole about what you do. Focus on your business. Focus on yourself. Shut the fuck up. Later.